How's it going, guys, and welcome back to 2 Point Museum, where today we're picking up slightly after where we left off in the last episode, and we're currently being invaded by the Golden Molars, the criminals who try to steal my stuff and jump in holes and then, try to sell it back to me for some money. Now, I've been keeping a close eye out, and it doesn't look like anything's been stolen quite yet, thankfully. They almost got away with one of our spa points, but thankfully, I was able to stop them. But what we're going to be doing today, guys, is we're going to be making some more progress on some of the stuff that we've done in the past. So, first things first, what we're going to do is we are going to cover what I've done. I went through and built up the entire area over here for our prehistoric museum exhibits. I've gone through and gotten a few more by doing some simple ones of the expeditions to make sure that I get some more different items in here for us to show off, getting our museum level above 16, all of the important stuff that I like to do for my museum. The other thing that I've done is I've done enough expeditions in order to get us a couple of the exhibits that we need. I needed to go get the raw materials for me to start getting these different exhibits and put them in. So the first one is the beautification beam. The beautification beam is going to go right there. This literally tells people that this place is gorgeous, so that's cool. And then the other thing that I did is I got myself the Robo charger. I'm going to get that here in just a second. I just apparently need to put down a little bit more stuff over here to make the beautification of this area better. I thought it was full. Apparently it's not, and that was bugging me. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that filled in. That way it looks nice. There we go. Perfect. So the flying machine now has all of its decoration. Very, very, very good. These guys still need some. We'll get that figured out in a minute. But the other thing that we can put in is we can put in our first Robo charger. Now, this Robo charger, I'm just going to put it against this back wall over here. Nothing very special. It already has all of its decoration stuff on it. I do need a little bit of a science information stand over there, and I think I'm going to put a second one on this side just because I think it's going to look good like that. And those are our information stands for that stuff. So now we've gone through and we've made and displayed a Robo charger using the workshop. Now we just have to clear the collapse tunnel for the Robo labs and then find the Robo janitor blueprint and make one. So let's get that started. So first things first, I already made my deluxe drill. So I just need to come down here, set this up, autofill all of that stuff in just like that. We have a level 8 over here. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out who's coming down here to make sure that we don't have any MIAs that can happen. And we're going to go ahead and kick that guy off. I'm going to come down here and go, yep, looks like we're good there. Monthly profits are great. Get my reward cash for that. And everything's looking good. Other things that I want to do is I'm going to set up another exhibition. And we're going to come over here and we're going to go over here because I'm currently working on building up my boa conductor and my flapidactyl over here. So I'm going to go ahead and autofill those guys in. There's not really anything too special over here that we need. Nobody's going to get hurt. So I'm going to go with XP and then send them on their way. Just get those parts as quickly as we can. And then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to send some people off to this guy again. You're going to send this guy out. We're going to do a speedy and we're going to give him XP. We're going to send him off because I am trying to finish out getting the parts of my Jab Maestro here. So with all of that aside, I think that we've done an excellent job building up our museum. I think that the refresh of the museum was definitely an important thing that we did. And look, we have a dilemma that we need to solve. Hit the rain button. Give me that money. Apparently when you click that, it makes it rain money. So that's awesome. So we'll take that. I did need that money. I did also put in my third helicopter here. So now I do have 1, 2, 3 helicopters that we can use. So we have a lot more expeditions that we can do. So let's get this guy first. Open this loot box time. And there we go. The last part of the Jab Maestro. That's exactly what I was looking to get. I'm going to attach that. I don't need to worry about that anymore. That is now another pristine exhibit. Very, very, very good. All right, and then once again, right over here, looks like we got ourselves another loot box time. And there we go. We got a second piece of the flapidactyl. I'll slap that on there to get that guy up a little bit. All right, all of that is looking good. Come over here, set up another expedition again, right over here, back over, set it up, autofill, go here, expedition journal, whatever. Anyway, go puns go, and start that expedition and send them off. Call my janitor over here to fix that, and we're gonna finish waiting for these guys to go ahead and finish making the, or clearing that passage for us. The other thing I can now do is apparently I could come over here and I can already made the robot charger 2, but I need 125 whirly cogs in order to do that. And then I have 100 guests view Robo Charger 2 to get Robo Charger 3. It's a whole thing. But what I did unlock is, first of all, loot box time for some XP. And then we're going to come over here, start the expedition. We're going to go back over here, and you guys will see we have now unlocked some new stuff. So we cleared that guy, so we need to come over here, open that guy up, and the rewards here are 2 perks and a workshop project, and then down here are 3 perks and a workshop project. So we're going to start over here. We're going to set up this expedition, autofill that guy in. Looks like there can be an injury. We'll just remove that out, and we're going to go ahead and do a detailed expedition over here. I'm not really sure what all well, it's just a project, so it doesn't need to be detailed. So let's just do a speedy one to start it off. It's only going to take 6 days. So let's get them going to do that. And then over here, we're going to set up this one again. And I need to employ a Robo Janitor in order to unlock that one, because a Robo Janitor actually needs to go to that. Interesting. Very interesting. Instead of doing all of that goodness, though, man, I would really like to start clearing some of these other obstructions that are around so we can get into some different areas. But let's just go get some whirly cogs. I need them so we can get the second tier of the Robo Charger in, because I would like to get a second tier Robo Charger in here for us. There are some other things as well. I more or less need to get these guys going constantly, because I feel like that I need so many resources right now. I wish I could set it up to do it repeatedly, but you can't. But anyway, here we go, guys. Once again, loot box time! And we got ourselves another piece of the Flapidactyl. We'll attach that, bringing that guy to Epic. Okay, we're gonna go right over here, and we're gonna get our whirly cogs. First things first, we're gonna grab these. Loot box time! There we go, whirly cogs. We got ourselves another 50 of them. I'm gonna claim those. And then we're gonna open up this crate here. Loot box time! And we unlocked the Robo Janitor. Some tasks are too dangerous or boring for people. Bungle has designed a robot for exactly those tasks. So we're gonna claim that project. We're gonna wait for our helicopters to be repaired over here, because 2 of them took some serious damage. And then I'm gonna come over here really quick and start up another project. And there should be a Robo Janitor right here, and I can craft this guy. So let's start that project, and we're gonna get that going. We're gonna get that guy built. I'm gonna come over here, and we're gonna do this. Immediately here, set up, autofill, that, detailed, go. So for whirly cogs, and then I'm gonna come over here, set up, autofill this. Don't need that. I'm gonna do a detailed, send that guy off, and then finally I'm gonna come over here, go here, and then set up expedition, autofill, first aid kit, detail, not even detailed. That one's just something we're gonna grind up, so send that guy off. Okay, so what did I do here? I went through and set up for me to get metals, whirly cogs, and a prickly pear fruit. I'm just gonna call it a prickly pear. And you can grind that up in order to get the organic biomass that you use in order to make some of the other workshop items that I'm wanting to actually build now. Because if I come over here, I start this project, and I come down here to the Robo Charger, I once again need more whirly cogs. I only have 110 when I really need probably like 400. So there we go. We have our first Robo janitor and the Bungle mainframe. Fantastic! You have built a Robo janitor. You can remove the sludge. I think you'll find they're remarkable pieces of tech. Robo janitors use the same software as the supercomputer that controls the Bungle Burrows facility. If you can connect a Robo janitor to the Bungle Burrows mainframe, we could use them to control the facility remotely. From there, we should be a few clicks away from knowing what's wrong with the Oasis. So just like that, we're gonna go ahead and open up our crates here really quick. Loot box time! Wow, we did a speedy and got a pristine one. It's a good thing I already have one of those, so I'm gonna take that guy and throw it directly into the grinder. Drop, 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 zum, zum, zum. Anyway, and then loot box time for my metal. Nope, whirly cogs. Claim that guy, and then come over here, loot box time for some metals. That gave me 85, claim that. Okay, so now it wants me to complete an expedition to the Bungle mainframe with a Robo janitor. So I'm gonna come over here, set up expedition, go way down here to the Bungle mainframe. Yep, looks like it just needs a Robo janitor. So I'm gonna set that guy. Oop, do I need to put the Robo janitor down? I do need to put the Robo janitor down. Oh, there he is.
So reminded that we are monitoring the exhibits.
Look at him go.
To be on camera.
Look at him go. Okay, so anyway, now that we have that, I'm gonna come over here, set up this expedition. Apparently I unlocked this over here as well, which is the modification labs. I'm gonna unlock that guy for just something for future on. I bet you that's like Robo assistant or something like that. We'll get that going in a minute. But over here, I am gonna do this. Autofill that guy in, the guy that's sweeping our sludge right now. And I might as well just, is he level 1? He's level 1. I'm gonna give him some XP. Why not? And we'll start that guy off. Hopefully he doesn't come back broken. But there we go. Can I actually build a second Robo janitor? Is that, I can. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna start a project and I'm gonna get the second level Robo charger built. I'm gonna get that guy going so that way I can make a second Robo janitor and have him have a spot where he could be charged. Okay, so with all of that aside, also, I will say, I should say that before we go with all that aside, that I'm building a second Robo janitor so I can start doing some more expeditions with those guys and still have one around. Ooh, we got thieves. There he is. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I don't think so. There is no thieving for you, my guy. Anyway, so there we go. We're doing great. Other things we're gonna need to do is I would like to do a couple other things, but first, connecting to Bungle Burrows mainframe. Please wait, this may take a few minutes. Contamination detected. Fatal system corruption. Status report. Haywire. Run clean system mod.exe. Calibrating. Fleshy humans, do not be alarmed. Please stand by for facility maintenance. You will be cleaned and it will be painless. Error. All right, so we may or may not have made a little bit of error. Oh no, not this again. For all its excellent features, Bungle's robots do have some major flaws. Did I mention that? Their mainframe software loses calibration and starts trying to clean everything and everyone, themselves included. It's bad enough on a single robot, but your Robo janitor has turned on the entire facility's haywire, leaving your robot down there for a bit while we review solutions. I'm sure there must be solutions, but anyway, there we go. We are now a 3-star museum. We have unlocked the DNA designer. We've gotten a flat cactus and the bolt down unlock. The problem with technology is there's often so much that can go wrong. The problem with your technology is everything has gone wrong. Still, it's been interesting. So there we go.
An update now from Bungle Technologies on the development of their robots, set to hit shelves soon. CEO Sophie Nova had this to say: "As expected, we've come across some minor bugs and light issues. Work is ongoing, solutions are near, and production has been paused indefinitely." Well, as long as they expected it.
That's right, we did expect it to go wrong, but now we're going to fix it.
Will be shocked by what they find.
So we have unlocked the DNA designer. But also, we have our workshop, our Robo janitor back. So we're going to take him and put him down right there. Very good. I don't know what your Robo janitor is up to down there, but the sludge is now electrified and turning the other robots haywire. In my experience, there's only one fix for faulty robots. More robots! Somewhere in the facility, there are blueprints for Robo security guards capable of fixing a haywire robot. Here's the last key card. You know you have the highest level of security clearance, just like me. So there we go. We got bungle key card number 3. So now we can go through and get the Robo security guards. First things first, though, we're going to open this crate. Loot box time! Oh, we got some staff XP. You do bummed out to see it. But anyway, so over here, so looks like one of the rewards you can get here is XP. I didn't know that that was a thing, but let's autofill that guy in. Oh no, I didn't even do that one. What did I do? How did I get that? Who am I? Anyway, okay, so we got that stuff. Somebody might get an illness. Well, they're going to get lab throat. No big deal. Let's go ahead and do a speedy expedition. And we're going to give them... you know what? Sure. There we go. You're going to get sick, but you're going to be happy you did it because you got a bunch of XP. I'm going to send you off. Then I'm going to go over here, start another expedition, and looks like that right here... Is that it? Or... This must be it, right? I need a deluxe drill in order to get through this. I don't see anywhere else that needs a tier 3 access card right now. So it looks like I'm going to need to make another deluxe drill. I can do that. Come here, start project. You, and then you. I need more whirly cogs. Alrighty. Offwards to more whirly cog. There we go. Speedy, autofill, no face breaking, and off you go. And we'll get those two done really fast. This is really the episode of so many expeditions. Holy moly, we have been doing a ton of expeditions. We also have a ton of vomit everywhere. That's pretty gross. Not gonna lie, that's pretty gross. But I'm not really worried about it right now. We're making a great amount of money. Even with all of our staff wages and everything, we're still making some great money. Speaking of staff wages, we're just going to go through and I'm going to upgrade everybody's pay a little bit there. There we go. I don't have to worry about staff pay for a little bit. I'll need to do some training, but dang it. I did only the experts. Crap. Good enough. Good enough.
But we don't know what it is yet.
Anyway, expedition time, loot box time! We got the Robo mod step. Machine learning won't happen on its own. Not yet, anyway. Build a contraption to modify your robotic staff. Interesting. Okay. All right. We'll look at that in a minute. I'm going to open this crate here because this is going to be my whirly cogs. I gained 100 of them that time. Very good. I'm going to come over here, start a project, and do a deluxe drill. Start that guy. I'm going to come over here, start a project, and see what it costs to do the Robo mod stop. Expensive. Very expensive. Okay. Not ready to do that yet. Great to know. Good stuff. This is how you install mods on your Robo janitors. Okay. That is a whole line of wow that I'm going to need to get into a little bit later on. I think we're just going to hold off for a minute and we are going to focus on clearing the collapsed tunnel with the deluxe drill, which we're making right now. And then we're going to unlock the security door number 3 and then find the Robo security guard blueprints and make one in the workshop. So that is what we are working on. While we are working on that, I need to go get metal. In fact, I'm going to need a lot of metal. So let's do this. I'm going to do a speedy one because it doesn't determine the amount that you get from the speed that you're doing it. XP, start that expedition, be gone. Come here, start expedition. This, I'm going to set up one for whirly cogs again. Sure, XP, speedy, be gone, have fun. All right, we're going to wait for those guys to get back while they're working on that. Do I not have a guy that can do that? Do I need to hire one? Do I not have a... Okay, I do have a guy that can work in the workshop. Okay. I was going to say, I know that I sent one off, but whatever. speaking of my workshop people, hang on a second. Janitors.
Requires an assistant.
Bartholomew Belcher. You need to level up, my friend, because I need you to be level 2 in firefighting, so that way I can unlock this spot down here, and we can start to really get some more space for our museum. All right, so first things first, small loot box times. Yay, loot box. Looks like we got 85 metal, and then yay, loot box. We got 50 whirly cogs. Okay. Man, you guys really need to prioritize this for me if you could, because yeah, that's taking a while to get a deluxe drill built. And I have electrified vomit now everywhere. That's fun. You guys showed me a cool trick that I'm going to share with you guys. If you guys take a bin, like this science bin I have, and you set it down near trash like that, it automatically just picks it all up. So that's a way to go through it and clean up some vomit if you need to clean up a lot of vomit from people walking around and throwing up electrified vomit all over your museum, which nobody likes that. Show criminal. No. Okay, we caught him already. Very good. And I looks like I got, well, no, I didn't. There we go. We'll just set that down there for now. Maybe they'll vomit into that. Okay, for conservation specialists to come. This is almost done. I'm gonna come over here, start expedition. Here, the spa. Apparently I don't have anybody that needs to go there. Okay, not there. I don't think anybody's cursed. Nope, nobody's cursed. Is there... I don't think that there's one here. No. No, and then space. This is just XP. So nobody's sick? Then who's electric vomiting all over my base? Staff with an illness. Okay, I gotta look and wait to see where the electric vomit is coming from. Because there's just... Is it just that electric vomit is just now gonna appear? I wonder if that's what's gonna happen. That's disgusting. Okay, there we go. We got our workshop drill. We're gonna start going here. We are gonna come... Whoops, wrong map. Whee! Over here. Set that up. Autofill. No. We are gonna take you... Do we need a robo janitor? We don't need a robo janitor. Good. Okay. I was like, I don't want anybody to get MIA'd. We're going to kick that guy off and we're going to wait for them to get back. I feel like I just need to build more robo janitors to get rid of all this electric vomit that's everywhere. Look at it. It's right here. Yeah. Look at how gross that is. Anyway. Listen, right now, I am very, very, very confident in the skills that it takes in order to build successful museums at this point. I have really, really been... I could purchase this plot? Really? I can just buy this? Not that, but I could just buy this spot over here? But what good is that going to do me? The level 3 fire resistance. Level 2 analysis. Robo mod stop using the workshop. Make and display a panoptic pillar. Okay. DNA designer. Okay, so you guys just want me to make all the different workshop things.
Cafe requires assistance from assistant.
But,
Thank you.
well, we'll get that figured out later on. I don't need to expand that far right now. I have a feeling like the next level of museum is going to be like, you need to get your museum to level 30 and you need to do all this research and stuff, which we'll get that figured out later on. But we have another thing that we can do. Loot box time, unlock. So this guy will allow us to do a couple different things. Unlock that there. This gives us classic, this gives us 3 classic contraptions. Ooh, and this is our bungle card to open this guy up. All right. Run a tour. with 4 classic contraptions with a rating of 3.0 or higher. Okay, so I'm not going to do that yet. This is going to give me workshop projects, which we'll get that figured out in a minute. I'm really interested in doing this though, because if I can get this guy going. Do I have anybody? I do not have a science expert that has this. I would rather them get injured instead of sick. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, loot box time. This should be XP. Then I'm going to come over here, start a training montage, grab my scientist that needs some training, which is this guy right here, and I'm going to give him, I want to say it was not an, I need somebody with analysis too, so sadly I'm going to do that. And then, what the heck was it for that? Wow, my short-term memory is just gone. You needed, the green tent, survival skills. So let's come over here, science, hire, you, survival skills, happy training, you, customer service, start training, you, strolling surveillance, start training, you, customer service, happy training, you are going to get strolling surveillance, you love to see it, you are going to get some customer service, you love to see it, you are going to get mechanics too, happy birthday, you are going to get pilot wings because we don't have anybody with pilot wings yet. You are going to get customer service. Enjoy. You are going to get strolling surveillance. Enjoy. You are going to have customer service as well. Happy birthday. You are going to get aerodynamics because we need somebody to move fast and clean up all of our vomit. You are going to get strolling surveillance level 2. You are going to get walking level 2. And I think that is pretty much everybody that needs some training, that can get some training, has gotten them some training. I think, except for Alice. Happy birthday. All right, there we go. We now have everybody is good to go in for training. So I think that we need to let some time pass. I need to wait for my people to be trained. And I think in the next episode, we are going to hit those classic contraptions hard and start getting some more of them. Now, if I come over here and I look in the science spot, there is only 3 more classic contraptions, which that one thing will unlock the rest of them, which I'm fairly excited to see what those 3 are. Because right now we have like this guy, the predecessor to the modern day jab master, this trusty old machine revolutionized medicine one clumsy stab at a time. So this guy was pretty cool. Then I have the flying machine. That one was cool. So I want to see what these other 3 are. So I think our next episode is really going to be focusing on those classic contraptions, getting those in, seeing what we can do. And in between episodes, I will tell you guys, I'm probably going to do 10 expeditions each to each of the different metal and whirly-cog expeditions that we can do. So if I come over here and these ones, I'm probably going to do 10 each at both of these, so that way we are ensuring that we are going to get as much resources from both of these as we can. So these should say 20 by the time, for both of them, by the time we're done. But guys, I think that I'm going to leave this episode here. We're going to let the training happen. We're going to let those expeditions happen, and then we're going to come back and we are going to hit it hard. So thank you everybody so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe today and leave me a comment down below. We're making some great progress, and I cannot wait to see what all more progress we make in the next one.